Hi guys, in today's tutorial I'll be sharing the second part of our 3D compositing series in After Effects just as I promised. If you haven't seen the first video yet, make sure to check that one out first before continuing with this one. Today I'll be showing you how to control the 3D shadows of your downloaded model, and how to apply any effect directly to your 3D models easily. Let's get started. So, here I already have my tracking complete, and I will continue by focusing on the shadows and applying the effects. First of all, let me show you how to increase the quality of your 3D shadows with a few simple clicks. If I zoom in closely, you will notice the grainy shadows underneath the car, which don't look good at all. To fix this, go down here to where Advanced is located and click on it. Next, click Render Options. In the window that pops up, we can adjust the shadows and the overall 3D quality. However, note that increasing these settings will result in a higher usage of your CPU, RAM, and GPU, even if you have a high-end PC build. First of all, I will change the resolution from full to double to make the shadows the highest quality possible. Next, I will set the render quality to around 10. Note that the higher the value, the more your PC will struggle when rendering the preview and the final video. Usually a value of 10 is sufficient for high-quality shadows. We can also increase the smoothness to make the shadows appear softer. So as you can see, the shadows are now much better. Let's hit OK now. Next, I will decrease the shadow's opacity, as right now, it is too dark. Expand the environment light settings, and next expand the light options. Decrease the shadow darkness until the shadows look natural within your scene. Alternatively, you can even increase this value to make the shadows darker. Just make sure to fit the shadows to your specific scene environment. Now that you know how to control the shadow quality and the darkness, we can jump to adding effects directly onto the 3D model layers. If you try to apply any effect onto the model layer itself, it won't let you apply anything. But don't worry, there are two solutions that can fix this issue. Let's start with the first solution. Right-click on the 3D model, go to Create, and select Create 3D Layer Instance. This will now create a new 3D layer containing the model, and on this new layer, we will be allowed to apply any effect you wish. Now it works, but you will immediately notice another issue: the shadows are gone. This happens because the new layer with the model is not a true 3D layer. Since the shadows are 3D, they only work with the original 3D layers. So what if we enable 3D on that new layer? We can certainly do that, but now the whole thing will be messed up and won't work as a normal 3D model. However, as you can see, the shadows are back. So, we fix one issue, and a second one immediately appears. Therefore, this first method is only good when you don't use or need shadows in your video. Now let me show you how to have both the working shadows and a functional 3D model that allows us to apply effects. Let's delete that instance layer and enable the original 3D model layer back on. Now select the 3D model and all other 3D layers you are currently working with on the timeline. Right-click on them and choose Pre-Compose. Let's name this Composition 3D. Make sure the options Move All Attributes and Adjust Composition Duration are selected, then hit OK. And now you can simply drag and drop the effect onto this new 3D pre-composed layer and start adjusting the effects parameters. And we are done. We now have everything we need: the 3D model, the 3D shadows, and the working, or fixed effects. It is also important to remember that first fully finish adjusting your individual 3D layers. Once you are completely done and happy with the results, only then you should pre-compose these layers. Do that, and you are good to go. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.